Ich habe gerade nochmal geschaut. Müssen wir sich hier einen Outpost bauen, um den ganzen Shit abzulegen, aber leider müsste ich dafür nochmal locker hier mindestens 6 Level hochkommen. Also am besten vielleicht erstmal noch ein bisschen Main Story machen. Ich kann ja ein bisschen was in den Captain's Locker noch knallen. Wo war denn der nochmal hier? Ja, ich hatte ihn noch gerade. Was? Da. Finde ich nie wieder, wenn ich das hier reinknall. Na egal. Und voll das Ding.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's? Like a lot.
Nicht schlecht. Ups. Hier noch ein bisschen was rein. Boah, ist das Ding schwer. Ah, weg damit. Auf die Drumbeat. Breach schaue ich mal hier rein. Haha, passt gerade so rein hier. Nice. Kann hier noch drauf ballern. Ein Helm. Ein Backpack. Ne, nichts am Start. Komisch. Was ist denn Joe? Oder wie heißt der Sam? Ah, hier ist er.
You need something? I wouldn't say no to a gift.
Okay. Hat auch noch Platz, also passt.
Bye.
Speichern. Ah, erstmal eine Mission suchen hier. Comic-Heft, hab ich keinen Bock drauf. Erstmal Main. Oh, Neon, aber noch nicht jetzt. Deep Cover. Das ist doch gut hier.
Look at all those soldiers. Makes you wonder how happy people are if
Kurz schauen, ob der Kollege wieder aufgeladen ist.
You're not having any trouble finding what I need, I hope. Take a look.
5K. Sell. Ist auf dem Ship Inventory. Achso, den Shit, der jetzt in den Kisten da ist, den kann ich ja nicht verkaufen. Warum ist das Ding so teuer? Warum hat das Ding nicht die Sarah? Tja. Die Beacon? Ja, weg damit. Aber die kann man auf der Ticker nicht doppelt haben. Tombstone. Damit. Dann werde ich auch noch 1000er finden. Oh, hatte ich mir genug zuerst, der Kollege. Was hat er? 450. Ah, was?
Hey, how to explain without making offense? Friendo is more for people I do not know, but wish to know better, like a customer or someone like you. A buddy is someone I know for a long time. Maybe one day you will be my buddy when I tell others about you, but it takes some time. Be safe out there.
Hey, you looking for anything in particular? How's it going? Can I help you? Cool. That's what we do here.
Steine. Was wir hier dabei haben? Daten verticken wir lieber den Well. No, Schiff. Dem habe ich ja mehr als genug. Weg damit. Komm mal weg mit dem Ding. Hab ich nicht eine equipped sogar? Ach nee, das ist vom Schiff. Pacifier habe ich ja am feinsten. Weg mit dem Ding. Ja, weg mit dem Teil. Einer reicht. Perfekt.
Yo, stay good out there.
You bring me that finder's fee? Or are you here to waste my time again?
5000.
You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
My faith in the seedy underbelly of the settled systems is restored.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Sehr nette Dame. Die hat ja gar nichts.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority.
Ist ja wirklich lame. Oh. Also nochmal speichern, zack. Vier Ringe. 2, 4. Ist Zweier? Nee. Also müsste eine 3-1-Geschichte sein. Zwei, 4. Der passt nicht. Der auch nicht. Also wieder eine 3-1-Geschichte. Passt auch nur einer, cool. Zwei, 4. Blöd, passen 2. Okay.
Why do they even bother locking it?
Jawohl, schön unauffällig, Kollege. Ja, nur Schrott hier im Lager. Open Odyssey None, Madpacks 3. Inflatable Cast. Ja. Schade. Sehr gut. Haha, perfekt. Wie geht der Spaß noch weiter? Den Schlüssel haben wir schon. Nice.
How's it?
Bin versteckt, Kollege.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean. I hate filing litter reports.
Müssen wir mal reingucken. Sackgasse. Okay, dann mal los.
Been serving drinks here for over 40 years. Place is gonna offer that kind of stuff.
Ah ja, da hockt wieder in der Bar. Boah, ja. Birtini. Bier, Wodka und Blut. Wow. Gutes Ding.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy. Pipe down! What the hell's the matter with you? You want to get us both thrown into lockup? Look, I don't know what that big-mouth Saoirse told you, but I keep who I run with a secret in public. And I suggest you do the same. Now, do you want my help moving your product, or not?
Yes, Arnold. No problem.
Right down to business, and no small talk. I like it.
This whole thing's giving me the worst sort of deja vu.
If you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point. We need to make an example out of this guy. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Ah, na gut, komm. Hm? Spring ich wieder zur Tür oder wie? Na.
The community center on P1 is
Mars isn't for everybody. Something I can help you with? Hey, slow down. I don't even know what you're talking about. What? Play what games? You're obviously confusing me with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever. Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Hmm? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Hmm? Sound good? Yeah?
Ja. Hm.
Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
It's funny how whenever someone's there to collect the debt, everyone's as poor as a list dirt farmer.
I'm a miner for Deimos. It's not what I was hoping for out of life. But here I am. Yeah, it's a lousy company. It pays me a salary. But I depend on the profit-sharing bonuses to keep food on the table for my family. Hey, now wait a second. Just because things are tough, and I might be spending my afternoons at the spear, it doesn't mean I don't care about my family. Adler doesn't get to judge me. No, he's just a low-life pirate who thinks he can push everyone around. What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money. Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know.
Hm.
Well, I might be able to cash in a few of my Deimos shares. I suppose. It's just that, well, I didn't have much of a choice. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
I hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot.
You got what you wanted. Why can't you just leave me in peace? Huh?
Ah, jede Menge Credits am Start, der Kollege.
Wait, you know that's not ours.
Ja, einfach mal.
In the belly of the beast. Kinda drilled into me young the Marines are the boogeyman.
Hey! Give that...
Welcome to Sidonia.
Staying safe?
In the belly of the beast. Kinda drilled into me young the Marines are the boogeyman. Are you doing what I think you're doing?
How's it going? What? Do you mean I'm not miserable like them? Guess not. Yeah, it might not be the most glamorous post and the work can be tough, but it sure beats the hell out of whatever I'd be doing back home. Writing papers, presentations, doing spreadsheets. Nah, that's not for me. I'm happy to be here, and I wish my family would understand that. Yep, my family doesn't like that I joined up with the Marines, but nobody's more worried than my sister. I feel bad. Her birthday's actually coming up, but I'm not able to visit her. She's gonna be worrying about me on her birthday. Actually, maybe you can help me with that. Would you mind giving her her birthday presents the next time you're in New Atlantis? A bit nosy, are we? I'm just kidding. I'd like to know what I'm carrying with me as well. I'll pack some Sidonia souvenirs for her. Dumb things, like some dust and rocks and stuff. She likes those sorts of things. I also wrote her a letter. I just wanted to know that I'm doing okay and that she doesn't have to worry about me so much. Awesome. You're making my life a whole lot easier right now. Thanks for doing this. And tell her I said happy birthday. Take it easy. Just smell that dusty air.
Be careful down near the mines and any active sites near.
What's up?
have something for me? Well, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
When you got a moment.
Something waiting here.
You know, traveling with you has been something else. But the best part is when we're charting course for the next jump. I never feel at home planet side. How about you? Well, how non-committal of you. See, the people I don't get are the ones who never go anywhere. They stay in their own hometown, they just live and die there. There's a whole galaxy full of wonder and things you could never imagine. How can they be satisfied with one tiny sliver of it? There are unfortunates that have little to no choice in anything, and they have my sympathy. But there are so many people that think it's out of reach when it isn't. I think everyone should at least get out once. And go someplace, meet people. Get out of your comfort zone so you can really see that the worlds are more than just little issues and bickering. There's a mess of ugly out there, but my God, there's grandeur, too. That helps you understand how this crazy place fits together. I want to be the code that finds something deep out there. Solomon got us here in a big way. I'd like to discover something that moves people. Makes them feel just a bit of what I feel when I jump systems. Not knowing what's next. Exactly. You know, it's funny, as much as Jacob, my dad, cashes in on the family name, he's got no adventure in him. And I get it. It's dangerous, sometimes scary out there. But that's what exploration is. Going off the map and seeing if there truly be dragons. Not one drop. He's always been about making deals, keeping goods moving. Despite his many, many flaws, I think deep down, he is trying to do good for Kilo City. But if you're gonna be name-dropping Solomon all the damn time, you should act a little more like him. I couldn't ask for better company.
Wow! Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. of our organization is with a warhead up your grab drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. Kill Rake? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure. This job isn't about the loot, but I suppose every dog needs its scraps. Keep whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just remember, the only thing that matters is that Rake dies.
Sure.
It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
Sehr sympathisch.
I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike. Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner, too. Brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, I mean, nobody, runs away from the fleet.
Pilot of the Ragana. We are a simple transport ship heading to New Homestead. We do not want any trouble. Please identify. We do not want any trouble. All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Say no, but frankly, it will be safer for us that way. All right, you can dock. We will talk then.
Beschleunigt die Scheiße wieder. Automatisch.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
Systems are tight. We're docked.
Mal schnell mit Sarah reden.
Important or not, I'm ready to listen. Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare. That's distressing, but to be expected, I suppose. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind? I know you're simply trying to brush this off with humor, but you really should act more concerned. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone. It's a possibility I've considered, but I'm not 100% convinced. The only thing we can be certain of is that the technology we've encountered points to beings that live outside the settled systems. Perhaps. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. But we're only at the very beginning. There are still so many questions that need to be answered. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere? Yes, exactly. Now you understand why it's imperative that we solve this puzzle. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed. Well, yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you've acquired. This is all scientifically speaking, of course. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
Sehr nett, sehr nett.
Ahoy, Captain!
Nochmal speichern, ja. Tja, Option nicht gesehen. Scheiße, das Zeug ist richtig was wert. Tja, leider, leider. Ja, alles ist ein Moni wird mitgenommen. Fertig.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port. That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Thank you for letting us go.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
I thought so you're the fleet's new dog, huh?
I can't believe it.
So now what? They're gonna put me in a sys-def prison? I'm not saying it's worse than death, but it's pretty damn close.
Thank you for letting us go.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
I thought we were dead. I can't believe it.
Be careful around the fleet. They talk about family, but it's just a bunch of crap.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
Thank you for letting us go.
If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and 2 pistols loaded.
I thought we were dead. I can't believe it.
I bet Cora's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's my girl.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Tja. Geht aber auch so. Na, komm, sagen wir mal.
Thanks for the help with the Cliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Rakana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. You know what? I have no idea, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. I suppose I could have pissed off someone I screwed over in the past, but there's been so many, I've lost count. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
That wasn't exactly an easy initiation, but at least they trust us. Not as far as they can throw us, but in time we'll shed those kilos.
Nice. Schau doch mal hier vorbei erstmal.
Ready for touchdown. This place. It's a little boring.
Haha, nice. Oh shit. 2 Punkte schon mal nicht schlecht. So, speichern. 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 4 und 2, 3 und 3. 4. Mal Risiko. 4. Zwei Einser. Ja. Drei und 2 Kombi. Nope. Also normales Risiko. Oh, man kann ja auch welche wegschmeißen, glaube ich. Wie das einfach mal das geht. Doch nicht. Shit. Nochmal. Oh, 3. Ja, das sollte klar sein. 3, 5, 6, 7. 4, 3. Der hier. Ich hätte schon wieder gemacht. Eins zurück. Wo war der 4er? Der hier. Der 3er. Der hier. Der 4, 8. So. Mehr drin sein kann.
got some decent stuff in stock. Feel free to browse. If I run out of gummy bugs, there's gonna be a riot. You got it. I like him. He's a funny guy and he knows a ton about geology. He's not exactly hard on the eyes either. But don't tell him I said that. I don't want to make things weird. Go in peace.
What? That's crazy. And impressive.
Need some credits, newcomer? I've got something I could use a hand with. Scanners picked up some mineral deposits in a cave nearby. We need some boots on the ground to verify the scan. And get a taste of the minerals. Make sure it's worth sending a work crew. You can keep anything you dig up, as long as we can scan the sample. If you don't want to do it, that makes two of us. I owe you one.
Aber nicht jetzt. Aber erstmal mehr Storage. Schmeißt ihr das in den Müll, ja? Ihr schmeißt das Obst. Pizza. Was machst du denn da? Was?
What? You know that's illegal.
Oh Mann.
All right, let's get back to it.
Mann, die sind wertvoll. Schon mitnehmen. Die mal arbeiten gehen? Das ist ja interessant.
Galaxy ain't gonna conquer itself.
Nix.
You won't get anything done standing around here.
Bring back some good news. Hey, how's it? Bring back some good news.
Tja, ich bin raus. Ja, geil. Als ich den Captain erwischte.
Hail acknowledged. You're clear to dock at docking port 1. The commander will be waiting for you in operations.
Sehr freundlich.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Commander Ikonde wants to see you.
How can I be of service, Captain?
I had a friend on the Wakanda. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave. Pardon.
Ernst jetzt?
United Colony System Defense at your service. Sometimes we'll take the long-range fighters out for grav jump and patrol high-traffic orbitals for fleet.
First mission in the books and no casualties. Good work.
At
The
ease.
commander appreciates the sacrifice you've made, going undercover.
Heard the Regana made it to port with 0 casualties.
Ist ja
Nicely
Ding.
done.
Was ich nicht bestehen kann. Komme ich aus dem Schlüssel nicht.
We got a wager going over whether the fleet would let you in or leave you for dead.
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
I hate to say it. Sometimes folks gotta die. But this was not one of those situations.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive. Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. The woman has a record that could stretch across Seoul and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Ugh, no one said there was gonna be homework.
I assure you, there is only information that is pertinent to the mission. Our dossiers are designed to be succinct. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Things are progressing rather quickly. I'm sure the commander is pleased.
Okay. Schon alles abgeräumt.
Yes?
Grab jumped to the same place at the same time. Hello.
Cheyenne Finn?
Pretty much. It got so bad I had to dust off with half my ship dangling parts.
Commander Ikande is the heart and soul of ASUS.
Howdy.
You're starting to get some fans around here. How's the pirating business?
Machst du denn hier, Kollege?
Later, Gator.
Back in basic training, I had the record for fleet kills.
Tja, krass, hier kann man überhaupt nicht klauen.
Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they come. You can be sure she'll keep our crossed and guns loaded.
Muss doch in seiner Bude sein, gibt's doch gar nicht.
Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll follow.
Some outstanding parking tickets. I don't care about that, right? Right?
Excuse me. Yes, what?
The fleet call us sharks. They know what happens when we see red.
We hunt piracy all across the galaxy.
Captain, greetings.
Separation complete.
Key. Oh, keine Power. So. Beep beep.
Nice jump. We're right on target.
Hail acknowledged. Duck where you like.
Dock it like it's hot.
Nice clean dock there.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K. But it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K,
Hello.
you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me?
Damn shame.
Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey,
Captain,
steal from me and
hello.
get caught.
I am
Better off
satisfied to see that you
Sounds like you
survived
did the
your
fleet a
most
favor.
recent sleep cycle.
Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something? Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin rate getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. Not in credits, but in blood. Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message. But, all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. Sure did. Right out from under their noses. Way before you or I were born, though. We've held this station for a very long time. Don't worry. Delgado will tell you all about it. You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. But I can give you the short version while we walk the station.
I'm sure the UC is happy with you guys rubbing their nose in their biggest, most monumental mistake.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
All right. History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Elutra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Brooke, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. You coming, Brooke? Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Briggs had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later.
Schmeiß ich denn das? Shift nicht, Control auch nicht. Ja? Nope. Auch nicht. Oh, das war aber gut. Ja, gedrückt halten. Okay, dann loslassen. Wo ist der hin hier?
Brooke, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up.
Need something?
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Sabina Misra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't?
Alles gut.
Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the last Nova, where Vogue serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Ray? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare. He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort. It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Dujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any
Cyberpunk runner.
runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work? The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core. If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired.
Nice gemacht. Echt.
Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee. Scalding.
Need something?
You don't cross the fleet without... Next time. Think.
Okay. Legt da nicht gleich um. Spannend.
Long day. I need to talk to Samina about getting me some harder meds.
Yeah?
Hey, here, ship services. Fünfmal.
You looking to start something? Cause I'll finish it.
Rook.
Gruseliger Laden.
If you want to stay under the radar, I've got just the thing. So, looks like we got ourselves a new rook. Once again, I'm Jazz, resident engineer here. Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. As long as your credits are good. It may not be wider, but it's not on the books, if that's what you're getting at. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So if you're looking for an upgrade, let me know. We got the best selection in the settled systems. No. You buy from me, you're worry-free. I can't have my customers getting caught now, can I? That's bad for business. Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a must-have in my book. Just let me know when you want to talk business. Neva's mine, so don't be getting any ideas. She may be a little rough around the edges, but she's just looking out for her own. There's no one better to have your back. Truth is, the fleet rescued me. Of course, I wouldn't have needed rescuing if they hadn't blown up the ship I was working on. Delgado plucked me out of space and brought me to the Key. I took one look at the place and was compelled to work. Soon after, he offered me a permanent spot with the fleet. No, but just remember, I don't work for free. Yeah, you banged it up pretty good. We'll take care of it.
Tausender.
Oh, yeah, nothing like changing it up to make a ship feel new again.
Shielded cargo hold. Nice. Starship design. Was geht da rein? 240. 160. Was ist das da hier? Oder ein Bug. Also irgendwie ein anderes nehmen. Drücken. Dann rausziehen. So, mal gucken, wie oft ich da runtergehen muss. Zweimal. Ah ja, der sieht so aus. 240. 1, 2. Cargo shielded. Scheiße. Bean Error. Oh nee, komm auf. Komplett neues Schiff bauen.
Is Mina seeing anyone right now? The patients, I mean. Yeah?
Oh, alle nix hier.
I heard Iswa's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
Here to upgrade that ship of yours?
Too many missions, not enough time.
What are you looking at?
Every captain here's earned their stripes.
Tja, gehen wir mal hoch.
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grav drive just chokes. And you know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
Ja, warum, ja? Komisch. Passt. So. Big Ball nehmen wir mit. Ist hier nicht. Hier ist echt günstig einkaufen. Steht hier drauf? Hm.
That last job didn't pan out. I need something bigger.
Der ist ja auch nicht mehr ganz frisch. Kann man da wirklich ausholen? Länger drücken und zack. Ja. Sehr nah. Ja. Zusammenreißen, dass ich den Ventilator nicht mitnehmen will. Immer besser hier. Ah, muss man leider machen hier. Komm. Oh Mann. 2 Ringe, 2, 4, 6. 4, 4, 4, okay. Kann das sein? So.
And bingo. Let's see what we got.
Puh, man, 3,5 Steine, muss man da mitnehmen. Dann. Überladen wieder.
Let me just ask you one final question before we wrap up.
Fine. Go ahead.
When is enough going to be enough? How many credits does Jasper Criggs need until he's satisfied?
I should have expected you to ask such a stupid question. How the hell could you ever understand? You with your fancy education and your sheltered upbringing and your cushy media job. Me, I came from nothing. Everything I own, I've literally drawn blood to gain.
There's no need to get personal. I'm simply trying to state the facts so that our listeners can make judgments of their own.
Lady, I got news for you. Half of your listeners think I'm a hero. The other half are scared out of their goddamn minds, and they should be.
Perhaps we should talk about something else.
No, that's it. We're done.
You see,
Can you guys get her the hell out of here?
They'd have to
Make sure
catch
she
us
takes all
first.
the sound equipment with her.
Well, that's it then. Thank you for your...
Actually, before you go, Gail, there's one more thing I would like to say.
Yes, of course. What is it?
When you broadcast this interview on SSNN, I want you to remember that I'll be listening. If you edit even one word or manipulate my voice to change anything I've said, I will hunt you down and kill you in front of everyone. Do you understand?
I understand. You have my word.
So wait, say that again. You think I'm who?
Stop playing games. We both know your real name is Lionel Soto, and you know why I'm here.
Fleet? Ecliptic? An independent?
Been hearing some
I've
stuff
spent
about the
2 long
Mantis being
years,
back.
and every credit I had
Find
looking
that
for
bastard.
you.
The things I do to them.
Look you in the eye before I pull the trigger.
Hey, what's with the gun? There must be some mistake. I honestly don't know who you are.
Of course you don't know who I am. You're never concerned with the death you leave in your wake, in your pursuit of greed. You killed my husband, you son of a bitch! And now I'm going to kill you!
Such a terrible shame. All that time and money she wasted. Well. Better get rid of the body.
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core.
Yeah?
Lass uns Schiff gleich hier
When
verkaufen.
that time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Schon wieder, Kollege, das mit der Überhand. Was? Kann man aufheben? So krass. schläft denn der Captain? Da sind noch ein paar.
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Tell us about your arrest. Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC Security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For a listener's benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Volii that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister.
I don't got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you. My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be. Of course, when you have a chance then.
Sehr anstrengend, Sam. Echt sehr anstrengend. Danke sehr.
You looking to start something?
I used to work for a megacorp. Wore a monkey suit and everything.
You want to survive? My gear. I'm sure I got something to suit your needs.
Das ist nicht verkehrt, oder?
See ya.
Every time I see Ramsey smile, I want to punch him in the face.
The fleet's the only family you need.
So.
Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe, will stop me from achieving that goal.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled systems, and your aspirations could inspire the directionalists to turn to the fleet.
You and the sheep that listen to your garbage can believe whatever the hell you want. You were so worried about what I had to say, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to be brought here.
Oh. Fertig. Was Hintergrund testen. Nix.
The fleet protects our own. You turn against us, you're dead. You see, you'll never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Okay. Alles klar.
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally. All right, let's get started here.
When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Das ist so geil.
Hey, if you've got a problem, I can decorate that wall behind you with your brains. Room could use a little color if you ask me.
It's all right, neighbor. I admire this Rook's backbone. Takes a lot of guts to crack jokes with the threat of death staring them in the face.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvorov for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it. Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC SysDef. Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Nice.
I could tell you stories that would last for hours. But now is not the time. You have a job to do, and I don't like to be kept waiting. When you... well, if you get back to the key, I am sure you can find some copies of the interview he gave to SSNN around here, somewhere. I think those recordings might give you the history lesson that you are looking for. Yeah, I suppose. What did you want to know? There is no deal. You and Mathis are two sides of the same coin. A couple of rooks fighting for a spot in the fleet. Only problem is that he is down a ship and you are not, which puts you ahead. Just barely. Who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky and you won't make it off Suvorov in one piece. It's cold. Bitter cold. Just about the last place you would want to find yourself without heat. The few living things that can survive the extreme temperatures are constantly fighting to stay at the top of the food chain. The Crimson Fleet called Suvorov the White Hell. To me, it's paradise. Someone up here pisses me off enough, I send them down to the surface for a little overnight visit. Snaps them right back into line. The UC built the locks, the Supermax prison, a little under, well, it must have been at least 100 years ago. Before that, there was one giant spot, maroon prisoners on the planet's surface and left them to their own devices. As you can imagine, these turned into some kind of demented survival of the fittest. Prisoners killing each other for a chance at meager supplies. Locally, some whistleblowers back in New Atlantis saw this as cruel and unusual punishment and pressured the UC into building a facility. 5 years after the prison was completed, Cricks touched up the riots that overran the lock and eventually the key. Nobody knows exactly what went down. I mean, there's all sorts of rumors. Cricks was in prison for almost 5 years, and judging from the look of the facility, every moment must have been miserable. I suppose he just got fed up and decided to take matters into his own hands. Got the prisoners behind him and kept pushing until he reached the key. The cojones on that guy. UC's toughest Supermax prison, and he just waltzed the hell out of there like it was nothing. I would love to have been a part of that. Fine, then get moving.